And it's been a cold day in Nairobi. Make sure that you keep warm. Welcome to the program. Now let's flip pages and get to our discussion of today. And with me in studio, I have two gentlemen. One is Daniel Makwata, who is a Secretary General of the Baraton University Students Association. Right? Welcome to the program. And I have Dr. Shadrack Kamundi, who is Deputy Vice Chancellor, Students Affairs and Services, Baraton University. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
It's Baraton University, to start with, has a long history since its inception in the 1980s. And you can imagine how many people... 1979 to be precise. And you can imagine how many people have passed through the system until where we are. What can you make of the successes of Baraton University? Starting with you, Dr.
Well, the biggest success of this university, by the way, it's not called Baraton University, but it's called the University of Eastern Africa.
Yes.
Baraton.
Baraton.
Yes, the University of Eastern Africa.
At least that's what we're used to.
Yeah, I know. Right. It's a casual way of the name. The University of Eastern Africa, Baraton, placed in Nandi County, which has been conducting graduations, and this year it is doing the 39th graduation ceremony. Has been there for a long time. In fact, when the university started, I was in standard 5.
That's a long time ago.
A long time ago. Long time ago. By the way, the university started as the third university in the Republic of Kenya. Before then, we had the University of Nairobi and KU. And now we have the University came, being the third and the first private by the Seventh-day Adventist Church.
Yes.
And it was the first to get a government charter by the former President Moi, the late Moi. Yeah. Right. And one of our strengths, and what we can say we are proud of since then, it is the spiritual aspects of our products. The university is known to be among, if not the best, in discipline of students and the faculty, of course. And our products are selling very well in the market because of the high levels of discipline. And that one I can guarantee you, I can say without fear of contradiction, that Baraton still maintains that. Yes.
Daniel, as a head of students, Secretary General in the student union, one of the things that is known for the student union in all the universities is activism. But rarely do we hear that from Baraton University. Why so?
Precisely, I can say that, Baraton University, in a casual way to say, is a cradle land for academic trinity. What I mean by academic trinity, if you've seen the motto of Baraton University, is mental, spiritual, and physical. So it trains you to be a good person spiritually, mentally, and physically. So the way Dr. said, when you have discipline and when you are spiritually fit perhaps, and when you have mental discipline too, all these things will be minor things to you. We'll focus on academics, leadership, and other good aspects of life.
Yes. And you are proud to be in the student association?
I'm proud to be there, and perhaps I'm the Secretary General of private universities.
Dr. The graduations have been happening, year in, year out. But right now, things have changed completely because of the coronavirus. We are doing the virtual graduations, and, even exams have gone online, most of them. How is Baraton University coping up with the changing trend in the environment currently?
Coronavirus has disorganized the whole world. It was last year when the decree came from the government that all learning institutions should close and go home. That was around March. And during this time, we were on a high gear of academics.
Yes.
We didn't expect that. And what the university did was to close instantly. We went home, students went home, all of us went home.
Yeah.
But we thank the Lord that as a university, we never closed down our studies. We went online.
Yes.
In fact, we were among the universities, the few universities, which never closed down. And I can proudly say that as we speak now, we are almost one academic year ahead of others.
That's good. That's commendable.
Yes.
Right.
Because we went on teaching online.
Right. Continuously.
We continued and finished the syllabus.
Yeah.
We went ahead and teachers were oriented on online teaching, students as well. And so when we closed in March, we continued teaching in March and April. By end of April, we gave our exams. And students sat for the exams comfortably.
Yeah.
Although there were some assaults of bundles, of internet, name it.
Yeah.
But we succeeded. We succeeded. In fact, other universities came to us for benchmarking. How come when everybody else has closed, for you, you are on?
Yeah.
And we went ahead to finish the syllabus, did what we call, we have a semester in between the semesters, which we call inter-semester.
Yeah.
We did that as well. We prepared the students for graduation, and we conducted the first virtual graduation. And so, despite the challenges of the virus, we've been doing well, and we thank God.
Yes. In terms of leadership, Daniel.
Yes.
Most universities, if you look around, even most of the politicians we have around here, most of them, if you look at their history, they were student leaders in different universities.
Yes.
Talk of the University of Eastern Africa, for example, starting with you, across all universities across the country.
Yeah.
You find that all these leaders at least have a trace of leadership from the students' union and leadership. All right.
Yeah.
What makes you people at the helm there of leadership in terms of nurturing leadership, leave alone even academics only?
In terms of nurturing leadership, you know, first, nowadays,
yes,
this country and the entire continent of Africa lacks a rare blend of leadership which has humility and courage.
Yeah.
And our university nurtures those leaders. You know, when you are disciplined, you will be very humble and ready to serve the people.
Yeah.
You know, this aspect of spiritual tranquility, many university lacks it.
Yeah.
And it is the identity of Baraton University. So that one nurtures the leaders in this country who are not corrupt, who are not tribal, leaders who focus on the will and the desires of the people. Yeah, those are the leaders that Baraton nurtures. And in fact, as Baraton University, we are proud. You've seen even Mr. Seth Panyako, the Secretary General of Nursing Union. Yeah,
of Kenya, yes.
Yeah, of Kenya. He's a good man and he's a product of Baraton University. So we have a breed of good leaders who are focused and who are not on the direction of corruption and these other negative things.
Yes. Yeah. What's the relationship between the students and the administration?
The relationship between students and the administration.
There's a reason why I asked that question before I asked Dr. first of all. Right, yes.
Thank you so much. The relationship between the students and the administration is good, of course.
Right.
You know, if the relationship was not good, then students could have been rioting.
Yeah.
So the relationship is good, and students are grateful to be there because it teaches you many aspects of life. And when you go to the outside world, you are ready to withstand every curveball of life that comes through your way.
Right.
Yeah.
Perhaps now I can be in a good position to ask the relationship between the administration and the students body.
Thank you so much. The relationship between the administration and the student body is tight.
Right.
That one I can say without any fear. Our students are disciplined, highly disciplined. No wonder you've never heard in the news or anywhere that Baraton is on a rampage, they are on strike.
Yeah.
In fact, even an attempt of strike at the university, we cannot remember when it was. And we attribute this to the cordial relationship, the rapport between the administration and the students to spirituality. It does not just come, it is created. In Baraton, we have a motto that everything starts with God and ends with God.
Right.
Okay? All classes starts with a word of prayer.
All classes? All classes.
Every lecturer has to pray and have a devotion with the students.
Wow, that's
either the lecturer himself or a volunteer student conducts the devotion.
Right.
Okay? And after the closure of every class, there is a prayer. Okay? And so, they go to church. They go to church differently. And on Wednesday, there is church attendance. On Friday, there is church attendance. On Sabbath, there is church attendance. In the morning and in the evening. Okay?
Yeah.
And we say the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Of wisdom.
And the Bible also says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness.
And all other things
will be added unto you. And so this is what we attribute to the high levels of discipline in this university. In fact, we can proudly say that the university is the most disciplined in the region. Yes.
I don't know whether to say this, but to the church I go to, most of the pastors, the preachers, and people who come to our churches are products of Baraton University, being SDA. So at least one or two people I've interacted with from that university. But let me ask this question. Do we have student relationship? From a certain university where I came from, people would come to the student hostels, could just mingle all of a sudden, and then you're good to go. Daniel, do we even hug? Let me put it that way.
That is a fundamental question.
Yes.
We have the interaction between students, perhaps the female and the male.
Yes.
It is there. But there are some restrictions in men's hostels and ladies' hostels. Beyond, that is beyond 7 p.m.
Yes.
You cannot go to men's hostels. Those are ladies. And men cannot go to ladies' hostels.
Yeah.
I think this is something which, according to me, is fine because you are given the whole day, that is 12 hours, to interact on campus, and perhaps if you're having relationships, friends, love relationships, you can talk on campus and you can have your chat here and there. But during evening hours, it is time to sleep and time to
forget about other things. Okay. Doctor, perhaps from the administration point of view, many students and many parents are now struggling with the matter of paying school fees and what have you. It's affecting almost everyone across the country as we speak. Do you people have a flexible mode of payment? Do you accommodate students? Do you accommodate parents who are not able to meet the students' requirements even as they join campus?
By all means.
Yes.
We do.
How?
We do.
Right.
We understand the times in which we are living. We understand that parents have been affected by the disease. And so we allow them to pay fees in bits. As long as the parent comes and engages and says, this is how I'm going to pay, or the student, depending on the history, you can gauge and say, this student will pay. And he has been paying or she's been paying. And so gauging on that, then we allow them to pay in bits, and as long as there is a schedule, there is no challenge.
Yes. Perhaps you can give me, he gave me Secgen of KMPDU, Nurses Union, sorry, that's Seth Panyako. Who are some of the notable student alumni of Baraton University out here, notable faces?
We have the MP of Tinderet. We have the former Minister Kazungu Kambi.
Right.
From the time he left being the MP, or by the time he was the minister, or the CS, he was already enrolled in the university. And during his tenure, he completed his first degree. He has completed his second degree as we speak. And he has joined Maseno University for his PhD as we speak, among many other notable keys in this country. And so, and many of them are within, others have gone abroad. We have so many number of MPs, we have CS who have come from the university, among other important people in this country.
Co-curricular activities is one of the fundamental things. In fact, even in the development of every person, you know, talk about sports, talk about drama, music festival, or what have you. How is Baraton University excelling in that?
As I said earlier, our motto is spiritual, physical, and mental.
Yes.
And co-curricular activities lie in physical part. And we embrace co-curricular activities. In fact, there's a course, there's a unit that, I don't know, almost every student is doing it. It's called physical and recreational activities, whereby these are just physical and recreational activities, and perhaps I can say the co-curricular activities.
Yes.
Yeah, all students must participate in co-curricular activities, because we are trying at our level best to ensure that we meet our motto and our goals. So though right now the ravaging pandemic paralyzed our activities, but we embrace co-curricular activities.
Doctor, we have got so many satellite universities. When you talk about the main campus, their headquarters, but you'll find so many satellite universities across the country. Do you have such?
We've one in South Sudan. Where our lecturers go there, they teach and come back. You see, South Sudan with its challenges, you have to take education to where they are currently. But nationally, what we had, we consolidated. We consolidated everything to the university.
Why?
Several challenges. As you know, we were not the first ones to consolidate. Because, you know, during what we call the Matiang'i rule on exams, the number of students reduced. Those who qualified to go to the university. As a result, we had now to close down some of those satellite campuses, so that the fewer numbers now can come to the main campus and concentrate there.
And perhaps because you rarely hear of Baraton University, perhaps it's a certain building, which street somewhere in Nairobi, and what have you. How is it making it so easy in you as a student's body, now that you know everything is one particular central place? How is it making your education system as students?
To make our education system as in... how
does it make it easy for you as students?
Baraton University provides holistic, as a whole, holistic education. And however much we don't have, the way Daktari said, we don't have campuses here in Kenya. We had one in Kisumu and in Nairobi, and one in, was it Eldoret? And one in
Nyancho Kisii.
Nyancho Kisii. And due to the Matiang'i rule,
yes, they
were to be closed, and we focus on the main campus. The education system, if I can come back to the question, the education system in Baraton, let me measure in Baraton,
yes,
is fit for the students. And I can urge many students to go there, because you know, right now you want to be nurtured to focus on the entire world. And you know, Baraton is an international university. We have more than 23 countries represented in that university.
That's a huge number.
Yeah.
Right.
So it will be good to you to interact with people from South Sudan, people from Zulu, people from Yoruba in Nigeria, the Digo from Mombasa, and other people even from the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is an education system which gives you an aspect of the entire world. You are not only Kenyans, whereby you will be there speaking, you know, our national language in Baraton is English, right? And perhaps the Congolese people are speaking in French. So you will interact with international students and know their way of life, and that one will build your character and your socialization with other people.
So you have got a holistic kind of development as a student. I remember when I was in high school, my principal one caned me and told me, Victor, I'm teaching you for life. Do you know why I was caned? Because I rolled my sleeve. I rolled my sleeve, and I was whipped 3 times. He told me, I'm teaching you for life, not to pass exam. So perhaps that you can talk about Baraton University. Daktari, do we even have students participating in politics in Baraton University?
What type of politics?
We have got students organizations, students union getting into national politics. Right now, 2022 is approaching.
Well, Baraton students are Kenyans.
Yes.
And they participate in Kenyan activities. Okay? And we have what we call the student government. This one is done politically. They do politics.
Yes.
And they do elections. In fact, the elections which put my son here, Makwata, to be in the office was a virtual election.
All right.
They did it online.
Right.
While at home. And they do it effectively, and personally encourage them to join politics. Because I see that the country should be led by God-fearing people.
Yeah.
And sometimes I make fun with them that one time I was asked to join politics. In fact, currently I should have been the deputy governor of the Rakanithi, but it was not in my bone marrows. And I tested, because I did not chosen to, by the way, but I was proposed by other politicians.
The politicians say that nilitumwa.
No, you know, nilitumwa. In fact, whenever I walked around, I was being called Mheshimiwa, Your Excellency. But my focus was to serve the Lord at the moment. Of course, I would have served the Lord in politics, yes. But my focus now is to serve the Lord in His institution. And so I encourage these young people that our politics should be our politicians should be God-fearing, right? And Makwata here, if he becomes an MP or a senator or what, he will take this aspect to the bunge, to the parliament, to the senate, so that he can be even leading in prayers there. Those people need a chaplain. And so we encourage them to join politics. as much as possible. But they do politics in a God-fearing manner, so that they lead by example out there.
Yeah. What are some of the courses that Baraton University offers currently?
Quite many.
Quite many.
Quite many.
Right.
We have 5 schools divided into several departments. But currently we are highly known for producing the best nurses in the country.
Best nurses.
Best nurses. We were the first university to start degrees in nursing in the region, East and Central Africa. And right now we have engineering courses.
Yeah.
We've the big school of Department of Education is the largest. Teachers, which means we are producing the most disciplined teachers to our students, to our market. We have, of course, technology, automotive, name it. We have mass communication, which is a new department now. We have where we are learning through. Of course, the university now owns a TV station.
Right, that's a good one.
The university owns an FM station, among others. And so our students are now learning mass communication comfortably. Not forgetting departments like lab technology, where we produce very good ones. And of course, theology. Theology is key.
The backbone.
The backbone, right. Of course. When other universities started teaching theology and failed, for us, I think we are the biggest university in producing pastors in the country. Yeah. And we don't only produce for the country, but even outside. In the last year's graduation, was it last year, but we graduated an American student for theology.
All the way from America to Baraton.
All the way from America to Baraton.
Yeah.
No wonder Makwata said we have students from all over the world.
Yes, you talked about 26
countries are represented in the like when you visit over the weekend when you're having graduation, you see flags for all these countries mounted there.
Well represented. Makwata, what do you study?
I study Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Industrial Chemistry option.
Industrial Chemistry.
Yeah.
Ben, Director, did you hear that? Chemistry and Industrial Chemistry. I'm just asking my director, what did he study? He studied journalism and production. Perhaps you'll invite him one day, Daktari, to talk to the students. But one thing I understand with Baraton University, you talked about the discipline, the integrity. You teach students holistically so that when you get out there, you come out as a completely molded person. One thing that would make you say you don't regret ever going to Baraton University?
One thing I can't regret up to now is the good interaction, the mutual interaction between students and the lecturers. As you know, other university, perhaps University of Nairobi, Kenyatta University, for you to interact with the lecturer one-on-one is very difficult. So in Baraton University, you interact with the lecturers, and your grade, the grade that you get is genuine unto you, because the lecturer knows you from the beginning of the class. And he knows your capability and your abilities. So that is what makes Baraton unique also, and produce genuine degrees and masters and PhDs.
Doctor, you have a function over the weekend at the university.
Oh yeah.
Perhaps you can tell me more about that.
Before I come to that, let me start from where I left.
Sure. Yes.
Baraton is a middle-sized university. We are not with those huge enrollments. And so the smaller the classroom, the better the interaction with the lecturer. And so, as he mentioned, other universities, they give examples. We can easily say that some of those universities, it's not very easy to have one-on-one interaction because of populations. But for us, because of the middle-sized aspect, we know our students by name.
Quite literally.
Literally, yes. This is a university with about roughly 5,000 students, as 5 schools, and then of course we have departments, and every department has lecturers, and we encourage our lecturers to know students by name, where possible, of course.
Wow.
Where possible.
Yes.
This is now what calls for that mutual and good rapport between a teacher, a lecturer, and a student. Now let's come to your question. You mentioned about, you asked about...
Yes, yes, on Sunday you have a function. On
Sunday
right.
we have a function. In fact, we have a graduation ceremony. When we have these graduation ceremonies, we don't just do them on one day.
Yeah.
It's a serious ceremony.
How serious is it?
Which takes 4 days.
Graduation takes 4 days?
3 days.
Yes.
No, 4 days.
4 days,
4
right
days.
from today.
From today evening, our ceremony starts with what we call wooding ceremony.
Yes.
Tomorrow evening, we have a whole ceremony where students march in their gowns and the guests name it. Of course, on Sabbath is a real day.
Yes.
Where we celebrate in worship for the graduation.
Yeah.
That is on Saturday. And then the Sunday, we take very, very little time. We are there from 9, by noon we are done.
Yeah.
And I tell you, it's a ceremony.
4 days.
Yeah.
That's a graduation process.
Right from today. Tomorrow.
Our graduation is 4 days ceremony.
Today we are having
from today, tonight. From tonight.
Holding ceremony, the way he said. Then tomorrow we are having the consecration service.
Yes.
Then on Sabbath, tomorrow is on Friday, right?
Tomorrow is Friday.
Yeah, on Sabbath, on Saturday, we have the baccalaureate service. Yeah, so this one is just to worship as we prepare for the commencement.
How serious is this? Because I can just imagine the picture and the mood. I'm not there yet, but I can imagine the mood from today until Sunday, when everybody's now you can go and serve the world.
If it was physical graduation,
right,
it could have been very nice.
Yeah.
But you know, the ravaging pandemic paralyzed our activities, and even students. You know, that graduation that people used to come with buses, with parents. You know, it could have been a good one. But our activities have been paralyzed by the ravaging pandemic. Yeah.
Okay. So on Sunday, the event starts today, leading to graduation on Sunday. It will be virtual, and of course all the COVID-19 protocols will be taken care of. And starting from today through to Sunday, it's a party at the University of East Africa, that is formerly
Eastern Africa.
Eastern Africa, normally known as Baraton University. So on Sunday, it's a good day, but starting from today until Sunday, it's going to be a party after party, what you can say, party after party, until the end of that function. I'm quite afraid that that's all that we had time for right now. I hope we'll see you on Sunday in Baraton University to celebrate with the students as well.
You're highly welcome.
Thank you so much.
Highly welcome.
That we've been talking to Dr. Shadrack Kamundi, who is the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Student Affairs and Services, as well as Daniel Makwata, who is the Secretary General of the Students' Union, Baraton University. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.